I'm paranoid now that something else is going to kick off. But anyway, that's enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it won't be too long. Morning. Now I'm out doing some wildlife photography this morning, which there's been precious little of on the channel for probably the last 12 months, just little bits here and there. And I wanted to give you firstly a little quick explanation about why that is. I've not abandoned wildlife photography at all. However, last October, almost a year ago now, my wife came home from work and she had a major back problem. And over the past 12 months, that's meant injections into her back, which haven't solved the problem. So she's currently waiting for spinal surgery. Now, what that means, as anybody knows, when there's somebody who's ill in your family, then it puts extra pressure on you to do other stuff, which is what I've been doing, and it's meant I've not been able to be away from the house for days at a time doing wildlife photography. I have done other things, which has been a real tonic for me to get out and do some other forms of photography, and there's some that I'll continue to do. But there will be wildlife back on the channel, and that's actually what I'm out doing this morning. I'm quite excited. Not far from home, but we had a situation where I've been walking the dog for the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks, and I've heard what I thought was a curlew over in one of the fields that is really difficult to access. So yesterday morning I had a quick poke my head through the hedge to see what was going off, and there were about 8 curlew there. So what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to set up while it's still dark, once I've finished recording this bit to you, in the hedge, and hopefully get some shots of those curlew. But it's wildlife photography, we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited to be out again. And I just hope you'll stick with the channel while this situation continues, and hopefully within the next 6 to 8 months we might be back to normal. Anyway, I'll catch you when I've set up, and fingers crossed. I'm almost set up. As you can see there, I'm getting set up in the hedge as close as I can really, but a lot of people might say, well, why don't you get into a hide? Well, the problem I find, hides are great if I'm focusing on one particular point, so I know where something's going to be and I can just focus the camera on that one point. The problem I have with hides is, in a situation like this, I don't know where the curlew are going to appear. So if I'm focused on one point here, they could be over in this direction, or this direction, or there could be something else happening in this direction. With a hide, I have no idea what's going on. I can't see it, I can't react to it. So in those situations like today, I prefer to be like this under one of these blankets, which are a bit of a pain to get into, but once you are, you can get yourself pretty well covered up, and that is the plan today. So hopefully within a couple of minutes I won't be visible at all. The other good thing about it as well is the sun is going to be coming up behind me, which means that this hedge is going to throw a massive shadow over me. So being close to the hedge here, with the sun over there, into this shadow, I should be very much not visible at all. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. So that's very much all I'm trying to do here. Most of me is behind the camera and behind this, just to break up the human shape really, and I find that works pretty effectively. I've also got, and I think I'm going to stick these on here because it's getting pretty cold, some camouflage gloves. We've got a nice mist across the field at the minute. I'm hoping that's going to clear. I think it will as soon as the sun comes out. So we've just got a bit of a wait, and I think I've got a cup of tea in here somewhere, and we'll wait and hope these curlew turn up. The curlew have just come in, just waiting to see where they land. And sod's law of photography, they've landed right across the far side of this field. up against the other hedge actually. I can just about get some shots from here, but yeah, they're just too far away. This is what happens a lot with wildlife photography, and you'll know that if you've been doing it for a while. Just going to have to hope that they come this way. But I'll keep my eye on them. They're pretty stationary at the minute. Hopefully they'll make their way into the middle of the field, and then obviously we can try and take some shots, but again, it's just going to be a waiting game. Got a roe deer. I think it's a male. He's right across near that hedge again. Let me see if I can get some film as he comes through. Yeah, he's got beautiful light on him across there, but he's right across near the hedge. It's not so bad with him being a roe deer, obviously, because he's bigger than a curlew, so I really like this location. Thinking about it while I've been sat here, it's a little bit like a roundabout. You've got, because I've got the River Trent behind me, about a field away, in that direction we've got the A1, which you can start to hear now. Depends which way the wind direction is, but it's louder or quieter depending on that. But because of that, you've got the wildlife sort of trapped in that area in between. And there's a nice area in that direction that's a bit secluded, and then down by the river you often get early in the morning, you'll have, especially when I take the dog, you'll see roe deer down there, and what they'll tend to do is they'll run from the river in this direction, and this field tends to be a little bit of a thoroughfare for loads of stuff. I don't know why I've not used this field before, to be honest. So yeah, you've got the potential for stuff coming through. I don't know whether you can see behind me, but in this hedge, it's not just a hedge, there's also a wire fence. So there are a couple of points where I've seen roe deer and stuff coming through. So I just got a bird coming towards me. And they can access through this field, and that's what tends to happen. I think one of the tests of whether your camouflage is working well is whether you get pigeons will fly straight over the top of you, or straight towards you and go over the top. Generally what happens is if they get, within about 40 metres, and you'll see them do that ridiculous left-hand turn veer off so they can veer around you. But I've had pigeons coming straight over me this morning, and other birds, so it's obviously just breaking up your shape like this is often enough, rather than being in a hide altogether. So yeah, I think the sun should be up by now. It's shining on that hedge across there, so it's nice now the sun's come up and it's actually catching that hedge where the roe deer is. So hopefully that'll spread across the field now. Been here about an hour. The curlew are still, what they seem to be doing is wandering all the way down that hedge that side, and then they'll come back this way. It's a little bit frustrating because unlike obviously the roe deer, they're not as big, and I could do with being about 30-40 metres closer, but yeah, hopefully they'll make their way into the middle of the field. I'm just going to sit it out for another few hours probably, and hopefully they'll make their way this way, but there's not an awful lot I can do about that at the minute. It's just a bit of a waiting game. But it's nice to see the other wildlife coming through as well. It'd be interesting to see what else we see. Again, I've seen hares in the distance charging around here and there, so it might be that we get some of those come a little bit closer as well. But yeah, I think it's time to be quiet and just see what happens. Got a female roe deer this time. quite a long way away at the minute, but she is making her way towards me, so I'm going to try and film her. Hopefully she'll keep coming this way. The light's a little bit flat now. The sun's gone in for the minute, but it looks really nice. So let me focus in on her and see if I can capture it. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I think she'll probably clock not so much me, but something strange in the hedge as she gets a little bit closer. So I'm going to try and film for a bit, and then I'll try and get some images. But yeah, she's coming closer. She's just eating on her way. Oh, she's having a bit of a scratch. Oh, yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable, this. I'm hoping she doesn't go too much further this way, otherwise I'm going to be taking a picture of the vlogging camera. I'll have to be quiet now because she's getting quite close. Oh, this is fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. She made her way all the way across to me, and she was obviously fascinated because she could see that there was something in the hedge and she wasn't sure what it was, and she basically just walked all the way in front of me. Got some lovely images, quite flat light, which looks quite nice actually, rather than having any harsh shadows or anything. But yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. Worth coming out this morning for that. The curlew is still right near the other hedge, so whether that's going to work or not, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, just for that experience, absolutely fantastic. I think eventually she must have got a little bit of smell of me when she got down this side of me, and she's run straight back across there where there's a lot more cover. So hopefully you enjoy the images. It's been a good 3 hours now. These curlew are not coming across the field. I'm going to have to get back, so I think what I'm going to do, you may have seen in past videos that with hares that I have a lot of success with sort of crawling towards them. I'm pretty sure this technique's not going to work with birds, but seeing as I've got to get out from under this now and get back, I might as well give it a go. So I'm going to try and have a bit of a crawl across there. And see if I can get a little bit closer and get at least a bit of footage or images from, you know, not sort of quarter of a mile away. Anyway, we'll give it a go. It's going to be a very damp experience because the field is absolutely full of dew this morning, but wish me luck, and we'll give it a go, see what happens. And I'll try and take the vlogging camera with me, which is probably going to be a step too far, but hey, it's worth a try. I don't know how I've managed this, but I am getting a little bit closer. I've managed to get a few images. They seem quite relaxed actually. They're just wondering, I think they've seen me, but they don't particularly know what me is. So I'm still away. I'm going to keep crawling as I do with the hares, where I do probably about a 5 metre crawl and then stop and take some images or some film. and then if they seem comfortable, do another 5 metres and then just work my way across. But it's bloody wet and freezing down here. But yeah, I've got a bit closer, and we'll just keep going and see how long it lasts. Well, this is quite a good workout actually. My luck's finally run out. They've actually just flown up, gone that way into that next field like I thought they would. I've just seen them land actually. They just dropped down over there, so I got a lot closer than I thought. Not brilliant, but I have got some images and a bit of film which is a little bit closer, which I'm pleased about. Yeah, it's been a great morning. I'm gonna get myself packed up now, and yeah, we'll make our way out the field, but it'll be a relief to get out of this wet, dewy grass. So I'm shattered now. I'll catch you in a minute. Right, everything packed up. You can't tell I've been there, so apart from my tracks in the dew, yeah, there's not much sign that I've been there. So there's just a gap in the field into the next field to go through into here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed making it. It's been nice to get out to do some wildlife photography after not doing anything for quite a long time really, because of circumstances. But yeah, hopefully not be long before I can get out again. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and yes, I will see you for another one fairly shortly. Ooh. Oh, hang on. Got a hare in this field. Oh. I was going home. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to see if I can crawl after this one. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Absolutely sodden wet through now. That was wet. But yeah, there was a lovely hare just in this grass on this side. Couldn't resist it, so yeah, I picked my kit back up, and I've got some more hares on this side. I don't believe it. Yeah. Oh. Well, I honestly don't know what I have and haven't recorded on this video, so I don't know how it's going to hang together. I know I was just doing the final bit of, yeah, cheerio, see you next time, like and subscribe, all that stuff, but I was interrupted then by quite a lot of hare action, and I've got no idea what I've recorded, but that was absolutely fantastic. I'm paranoid now that something else is going to kick off, but I think, yeah, it's all quiet now. I am going to say cheerio. I've really enjoyed making this video. It's been really just what I needed to get out and do. I hope you've enjoyed it. Typical wildlife photography, nothing happening for 3 hours, then trying to make something happen. A beautiful female roe deer turns up and really made my morning, just because she walked towards me and was really curious, and that interaction was absolutely fantastic. Packed up on my way out the field, and then had some fantastic action with these hares, because there's quite a few in this field. I'd seen them at a distance, but yeah, I really hope those images have come out, and I tried to take a bit of film as well, I think, so you'll have seen that by now. Anyway, that's enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it won't be too long. Did you see that? I had 2 roe deer sheep behind me. I don't know where they came from. There's a male and a female. I've just quickly took some pictures. Yeah. Oh God. The female's just gone that way. I'm going to leave them to it now. I don't believe that. I don't know whether I caught it on this camera or not behind me, but I managed to drop the camera and get some pictures. I'm going. I need to get back home. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Honestly, this is what wildlife photography is all about. I'll see you next time for another one. God knows how I'm going to edit this. Bye.